Well, coming up on this week's show, it is our Business Around Town show with an emphasis on going back to school. We've got a lot of things on today's show, a lot of companies that you would recognize, such as YearRound Landscaping, of course, UC's Farm Market. He's talking about what's coming in from the fields. You don't want to miss 1 minute of today's show. Renee, what did you find?
Well, thanks, Mike. Well, school is getting ready to begin, and we're going to take you to a place that can help your child get the very best start to their school year. I'm Renee Warner, and along with Mike Kilburn, we are Out and About Columbus. Every child deserves to be a star, and at Dance Elite Performance Academy, every child gets that opportunity through dance. Samara and Talisha told us more about their core values and how they help the students in and outside of the studio. Well, Samara and Talisha, welcome to Out and About Columbus, and thank you for having us out to Dance Elite Performance Academy. And I'm going to start with you, Samara. Tell us what ELITE stands for.
Well, ELITE stands for Evolving Lives into Total Excellence. So what we do here, even though we are a dance studio, we are really focused on the whole child. So we focus on building their confidence, teamwork, their strength, their coordination, their sense of self, because they're all beautiful young little stars, and we just want to make sure that they are excellent in both the studio and outside of the studio.
So why did you choose the slogan, giving every child star status?
Oh, good question, Renee. So we chose that slogan because there's a lot of children that come in that have had bad experiences in other places, whether it be school or even at home, and they don't really feel special. So we know every child, no matter of their skill level, they have something to offer here at Dance Elite. So we make sure they feel like they are a part of our dance family, and they are truly a star in their own right.
Talisha, how does your studio instill your core value of excellence?
Yes, so what we do is we really challenge each dancer to be the best version of themselves they can be. One of the ways that we do that is by setting the examples ourselves as the teachers, showing up on time with an I can attitude, and also just really challenging them to work well with one another and just building leadership. Sometimes we'll even allow them to help us teach some classes and just really building their creativity and leadership skills.
Well, tell us how we can find out more information about Dance Elite Performance Academy so we can bring our students here.
Yes, so we are on Instagram, Dance Elite Live, or you can go to our website, which is danceelitecolumbus.com.
Fantastic. Ladies, thank you so much for sharing this great information, and it is great work you're doing here for the kids.
Well, look at these beautiful works of art behind me. These were all done by Michael Cooley of Cooley Studios. And I got to tell you, this place has got personalized instruction. This is a place that it's a 3-year program. You can learn to be an artist, and then you can go get a college degree and actually make money in art. And it's very personalized. Michael Cooley told us more. Well, Michael, thanks so much for having us at Cooley Studios.
Oh, thanks, Mike. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're here to see Cooley Studios. Well,
This is interesting. The artwork is beautiful. So how are you different than the traditional art schools or college art programs?
we are different in the type of school that we are. We're different in the method in which we teach, and we're different as far as the ratio of students to instructor. We keep it small, and we're also different in the amount of time we allow students to work on their projects, and we are also different in the price. We keep our price low at a minimum. As far as the type of school we are, we're an atelier, and that's like an apprenticeship or a technical school. We show them examples of results that were produced, then we give them a demonstration on how to do it, and then we walk them step by step by step as to how to do it. And in that way, it guarantees success for each project. Right. And so As far as the teacher ratio instructor that I just mentioned, we like to keep it from maybe 3 students to 10 at the most per instructor. And since I'm the only instructor,
Keeps it small, right?
keeps it small.
Do you have any advice for art professionals or students alike?
If you just want to come and learn the way the old masters studied and produced art, you just come to Cooley Studios, and I'll take you through. I'll walk you through hand in hand.
Yeah,
We'll do
fantastic.
it together.
Well, give us some contact information where people can get in touch with you and learn more.
Absolutely. My website is cooleystudios.com. We're in the Remax building in Worthington.
Fantastic. Michael, thanks so much for being on the show.
Oh, hey, I appreciate it, and thanks for coming. And you got to be a student too.
Well, Rachel, so good of you to join us again this year from the Country Living Festival. We're looking for, Central Ohio looks forward to your Country Living Festival. So tell us what it is, how many vendors you have, and what's new this year.
The Country Living Fair has been coming out to Columbus. This is our 12th year, if you can believe it. And you can expect to find 200 plus vendors selling everything from handmade goods to antiques to artisan food products. And I mean, really, we love to say there's something for everyone. We'll have between 15,000 to 25,000 people come out for any given fair. And so really with 200 plus vendors and that many people, that there is something for everyone.
How did this get started? Because I know this was a huge event here.
A previous editor-in-chief of Country Living Mag, Nancy Suriano, had gone to our sister title in England, where Country Living UK had been putting on these really fabulous holiday fairs. And so credit to her, it was her passion project, and I think she's super thrilled to also know that it's still going 12 years later.
Yeah. So you got some big entertainment coming for this show, and I think this is probably a little bit bigger than we've seen in past years.
Yeah, we've got a lot of big names. I'm super excited about the lineup for Columbus. We have Kimberly Schlappman of the Grammy-winning band Little Big Town. So if you're a country music fan, Kimberly will be on stage doing cooking demos. She's a really great cook in addition to being a wonderful singer. The Junk Gypsies, if you're familiar with them, they've had a line with Pottery Barn. They're great food personalities in the antiques world. So definitely come take your picture with them and attend their demos.
Yeah. If you haven't been there, where is the festival held at, and what are the dates and times that it'll be open?
It's September 13th through 15th. So as soon as this segment is over, please go write that down on your calendar, save the date. It's at the Ohio Village, which if you're familiar with that location, there's so much beautiful, charming built-in architecture, charming churches, general stores. And so it really adds to the flavor of the event. Definitely check out countryliving.com. It can link to all of the information, and you can see, sort of some of our stories and features on what makes the fair so great. Also, Stella Shows is the company that we partner with to put on these fairs, and so stellashows.com is where you can also order tickets.
Rachel, thanks so much. Thanks for bringing such a great event to the Central Ohio area. I'm sure our viewers will absolutely enjoy it. Thanks again for being on the show.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be there.
Would you like your business to make an appearance on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more. The Goddard School Polaris can help your child become ready to start school with some of their upcoming programs. Steve told us more on how your child can have the very best start and be ready for the upcoming school year. Well, Steve, welcome to Out and About Columbus, and thanks for having us out to the Goddard School Polaris.
Welcome today.
Let's talk about some of the summer programs you have here at the Goddard School.
Well, our summer curriculum includes STEAM learning, which is science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. We incorporate several different aspects of those to make it a fun environment for the kids. Some of the fun things we've done at the school this summer would be Robot Academy, where the kids got to build robots. And we even had robot racing, where they were building the robots and racing and competing with them. Our Creepy Crawly summer camp was actually a lot of fun, too, for other reasons. But the kids just had a blast this summer here at the school.
Oh, my gosh, it sounds like so much fun. I'm sure they did. Well, I can't believe we're already talking about fall, but it's right around the corner. What are some of the activities and programs that you have for the upcoming fall season?
Well, our school has a full-year curriculum, but the fall does bring some changes for the children. They get to move to new classrooms, have more challenging curriculum, and make new friends. Our teachers, our degree teachers, they develop the curriculum for the individual needs of the child. So we've got project-based learning and other activities that can change from season to season that are very exciting. In the kindergarten classroom in the fall, they do get to start experiencing the monthly field trips, with our first new field trip going to Lynn's Fruit Farm for some apple picking.
That sounds like a good time for the kids. How can we find out more about the Goddard School here in Polaris?
You can stop by, give us a call at 614-882-0111, or just look us on Facebook and see all of the activities we've got going on from the summer to now.
Fantastic. Again, Steve, thanks for coming on and sharing this great information. And I have to tell you, your school is really nice.
Thank you very much.
Well, we found a very unique program for children. They may be suffering from anxiety or depression or a myriad of other problems. Well, this place is called Brain Balance, and it can help a child get around those things and have healthy brain connections. We talked to Katie and Debbie, and they told us more. Well, Debbie, welcome down about Columbus, and Katie, welcome down about Columbus. Good to have you guys on the show. You guys represent a company called Brain Balance. So tell us how you got involved with this and what it is.
I started as a Brain Balance parent. 7 years ago, my son was really struggling in first grade, reading, focus, attention. He was just really stressed, and I found Brain Balance. It made sense, and it worked.
So, Katie, what are the parents' reactions to Brain Balance once they see their child get enrolled in the program here?
It's amazing. You start to see this growth that just builds over time. You know, one of my moms, she said for her son that's a senior this year, it's the first time she's not worried about his future. We all see that potential inside of our kids, but when you watch that bloom in your child, it's like nothing else.
Debbie, let's talk to you a little bit here. You got anything you can add to any of that?
Yes. So when I think about our kids and what we do here is help parents really work with a healthy lifestyle. You want brain healthy children.
So I have to ask, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers want this too, where do you start age-wise and where do you end age-wise?
We work with kids anywhere from 4 to about 17, 18. This summer we also did a college program. So we were getting kids getting them ready for college and having their brain be a little healthier to be able to process faster.
Well, great information. Debbie, give us some contact information where people can learn more.
They can call us at 614-654-3399 or at our website, brainbalance.com.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for being on the show. Katie, thank you so much. Good information.
The Junior Explorer Club is a place where kids can come, explore, have fun, and be hands-on. Michelle told us more about their program and what sets them apart from other child care centers. Well, Michelle, welcome to the show. Tell us what sets your business apart from other child care centers.
Well, I'm happy to be here. Thank you. What sets us apart is that we are unplugged fun. We are adventure-based year-round. So you don't usually see us inside. We are outside exploring the world around us. And how we see ourselves is basically an extension of your family. We are here to support you.
So, Michelle, what services do you offer here?
So we offer summer adventure day camp, winter break, spring break, any of those pesky little teacher and service days, calamity days. So if you're a member with the Junior Explorer Club, we already got you. All you have to do is just show up and we'll take care of fun while it's snowing.
Well, tell us about your clubhouse. What's that all about?
So my clubhouse, if you can envision the Little Rascals Clubhouse meets Shabby Chic. So when I was a little girl, I used to watch the Little Rascals Clubhouse, and that's what I wanted. And in each room, there are different activities for the kids to do. We have a Curiosity and Oddities room, which is our STEM room. We have a new preschool room, which is a Reggio Emilia method program. And so it begins.
Tell us how we can find out more information about the Junior Explorer Club.
So it's really easy to find out information because we're very transparent. We want people to see what we're doing. So you can watch us on YouTube, Instagram, and then we also have a Facebook page.
Do you have a website?
I do. It's juniorexplorerclub.com.
Michelle, it's such a pleasure to meet you. I love that you're so passionate about what you do. Like the Out and About Columbus Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news, upcoming shows, and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/outandaboutcolumbus.
Well, it's back to school time, and I can't think of a better place to pick up a lot of snacks for those kids than Tropical Nut and Fruit. And they have it for everybody. You name it, you're going to find it here. Also, what about a fundraiser? If you need the help with that, Tropical Nut and Fruit can help as well. We talked to Alicia Bruno, and she told us more. Well, Alicia, good to be back at Tropical Nut and Fruit.
Thanks, Mike. It's good to see you.
Well, we're all about back to school now, and the kids are going back. And, of course, this was the first place I thought of. What a great place for snacks for the kids and things that you're doing. So talk a little bit about that.
Well, everybody, I think most of the major districts went back today. And one of the things, all the really cool snacks that are already ready to go for lunches. We have peanut-free, gluten-free, a lot of variety of different things that are resealable. They're packed. You pop them into a lunchbox or a backpack, and you have a really healthy snack. We have soccer practices after school and, a lot of different things happening. So these things make it really easy for a parent to ensure that their kid's getting a really nice, healthy lunch and a snack after school.
The other thing I know you're big on is fundraisers, right?
Yeah, actually, you know what? That's kind of a really cool thing here. We have a lot of middle school and high school bands, cheerleading groups, swim teams. They come and we actually put their logo on the flyer, and the kids take orders and they come here. We pack them, go straight to the school. So there's no additional cost, no hidden fees. And some schools have raised a few $1,000s, which pays for a lot of things with uniforms and trips, and it's just a really neat way to raise money. And we're local, so you're supporting a local supplier as well.
Tropical Nut and Fruit, what a great place. Tell us where we can find you when you're out.
We are at 3150 Urban Crest Industrial Drive, and we're right off of 270. You can't miss the sign. Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 2. And log in to our website at www.haydenvalleyfoods.com and send us an email or give us a call. We'd love to have them.
No question. Great place just to come and just shop and look around. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thanks for coming in, Mike. We appreciate you.
Well, the weather's been a real roller coaster for the lawn this summer as we had that large wet spell and now a dry spell. What should you do with your lawn? Well, we had an opportunity to talk to Ty Wood from YearRound Landscaping, learn how to take care of this. And as we move into fall and the kids go back to school, let him handle all the problems that you have around your house with the lawn and the leaves and the snow plowing and all that. We talked to Ty Woods. He told us more. Well, Ty, good to have you and YearRound Landscaping back on the show.
It's always a pleasure, right?
One of the questions that we're getting a lot of, people are sending questions in, they wanted me to actually ask you this, is they're a little concerned with the dry spell that we've been having with the grass kind of starting to brown out a little bit, and what they should do, how you handle that, and how you keep it thick like this lawn here.
Well, if you can, you should be adding some water to it if you don't have a sprinkler system. The next thing you should do is raise your deck up. Don't cut the grass so low. And then you might even go every 2 weeks instead of every week, just to try to conserve some of the water in the grass.
So as we move into fall, of course, the leaves are going to be falling for long. I hate to say that, but football starts here in a few weeks. So what should they be thinking about then?
Let's start getting ready for the fall cleanups and stuff. Let's not wait to the last minute. It's already busy, school chores, everybody's doing things right now. Let's get that scheduled, get it lined up, so then we can have a smooth fall and then transition in the winter.
It should be a reminder with kids going back to school, you got sports activities with them, let somebody else handle it.
Yep, and usually some people use the kids for some of the chores during the summer, and when that disappears, when your workforce disappears, we're still here to take care of you.
Question about it. Well, give us that contact information, Ty.
Well, if you want more information, go to our website, www.landscaping365.com. And then if you're ready or if you got other questions, just give us a call, 614-260-8774.
Better Business Bureau AAA rated, man. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, Mike.
Well, if you wondered how this this dry weather has affected the corn crop and things like that, well, Greg Utze tells us in this segment, as well as kids are going back to school, and what about making those lunches? Greg Utze told us more. Well, Greg, good to have you and Utze's Market back on the show.
Hi, Mike.
So we've been getting a lot of hot weather. I know we had all the rains and all that, and it seems like we went away from that to dry weather or hot weather, grass burning out. How's that affecting the corn crop?
Boy, it's tough on our sweet corn this year. We're fighting that weather all spring, the wet weather, and all of a sudden hot and dry, here it comes. The heat and the dry weather affects how our corn pollinates, and that affects how it grows and stuff. So we are not picking our own corn every day. And that's been a struggle for us because that usually doesn't happen. So we're buying some corn in, and when we do that, we'll put a sign up. We'll let you know where it comes from. And one of those great farms, you see back here, Michael Farms over in Urbana. We deal with Scott and Josh over there. Scott's the owner, Josh's son. Ella and Dale over there, they take good care of us. But we get fresh sweet corn from them when we don't have our own. Another thing, 10-pound white potatoes. They're starting to dig now. Green beans and cabbage all come from that farm, and that's a local great farm family that we want to deal with.
I know one of your initiatives is you like to buy Ohio products, Ohio proud, right?
Yeah, as much as we can, and anytime we've got a great family we can deal with, we'll do that, and Michael Farms is one of those.
Now, tell everybody about the online order, because I know on the weekend sometimes there's some lines out here on Saturday.
Yeah, just a little bit. Sometimes the line starts at the front door, but check us out on Facebook or on our website, utsfarmmarket.com. You can link to that online ordering, order about an hour ahead. We'll try and have it ready when you get here. It doesn't always happen if we're real busy, but just a great tool. You can order the day before, a week before, whatever you want to do, and we'll have it ready when you get here.
Yeah, it certainly makes sense. It's the way to go. Well, it's back to school. Thanks so much for being back on the show.
Great. Thanks, Mike.
If it's happening in Central Ohio, you can find it on our events page, onacolumbus.com. We'll give you detailed information on everything: arts, entertainment, education, sports, theater, and more. Go to onacolumbus.com and click on ONA Events.
Well, the village of Glen Ridge, we are back there again, and unfortunately, they only have a few units left out of this phase, and that means that next phase is going to cost more money. If you're looking for a home that costs less than renting, plus you get the tax advantage and you build equity, then you ought to look at Glen Ridge. We talked to Paul and Bob about the last homes that are available in this phase. Well, Bob, welcome back down to About Columbus. Good to have you in Glen Ridge Homes back on. And Paul Cagini, good to have you back.
Good seeing you, Mike.
So this phase that we've been talking about and we've had on the show several times is winding down now, and you have a few units left. Is that right?
That's correct. We're wrapping up our last available lots on this phase before we open up the next phase. We're standing in a unit that's a little bit different than the other ones. We've introduced a new model, new floor plan.
Now, this one has 4 bedrooms, is that right?
Correct. This one has 4 bedrooms, has a much larger living area. Kitchen is a little different, pantry incorporated into it. So it's a different layout. I think, the product and the workmanship speaks for itself. You don't really see this type of workmanship in these homes.
Fantastic. Well, Bob, turning to you. So you're the guy to see out here, right? To get in on one of these last units. How soon could someone literally move in if they come out and got a hold of you?
We could have somebody in here in 2 weeks to a month. We've got about 3 units right now are ready. Paul's done a great job getting them ready and his crew, and they could be a cash buyer or they could finance, either way.
Well, give us some contact information, because I got to tell you, it's an incredible value, and get in before this phase ends.
Give me a call at 614-496-1961 or visit us on the website at thevillageofglenridge.com.
Fantastic. Bob, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, Mike.
Paul, great information once again. Thank you. Well, a lot of people have not gotten hearing aids because they think they're unsightly. They for some reason, just object to having anything on their ears that might indicate that they have a hearing loss. We talked to Greg Van Horsen. He told us more about that technology and how it can benefit you. Well, Greg, good to have you back on Out and About Columbus.
Yes, thanks for having us.
One of the things I'm seeing a lot of now is the hearing aid technology is almost invisible now. And I know people were very conscientious of having that big plastic piece hanging over their ear, but that's kind of gone away, hasn't it? So what's happened in the industry?
Well, over the last few years, they've definitely come out with some better technology to help people that normally wouldn't get in the hearing aid business because they just don't want people to see them. And they made them almost pretty much invisible. They made them deep down in the canal. For instance, this one's way down in, and they just make them very, very tiny, and where you can't see them at all. It's opened a lot more doors for people that really need help and want the help, but refuse to do it because they didn't want anybody seeing the hearing aids.
What does that mean in terms of, was these not available at one point for people who had great hearing losses?
Well, that's a great point. No, they were available, but the problem is we couldn't get enough power in the hearing aids. So with the advancements of the chips and how fast they are in processing the information, we've been able to get a lot more power. So that's helped a lot of people that have had more profound hearing losses where we couldn't fit them before.
So it all starts with an exam, obviously, to figure out what you need and what it'll take, right?
Yeah. First, we look in the ears to see if sometimes it's just wax, and then we do a test with some tones, and then we go from there.
Fantastic. Well, give us some contact information, Greg, where we can learn more. I know you got the best deal in town on hearing aids, and you have all the brands. You can cover all the bases.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, but our average commute for our patients are about 50 miles because they definitely save on the exact same hearing. But yeah, just give us a call at the number on the screen there, or you can look at www.absolutehearingsolutions.com.
Fantastic. Greg, great information. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having us again.
Well, this year we've experienced a tremendous amount of rain. If you've had a leaky basement, Be Dry Waterproofing are the folks to call. Michael told us more about how they can help you solve your problem, as well as why you should have an evaluation. Well, Michael, welcome to Out and About Columbus. Thanks for having us out to Be Dry Waterproofing.
Thank you, Renee. It's our pleasure to have you here.
Well, tell us a little bit about Be Dry. What do you guys do here?
Well, what we do, we're a national company that waterproofs basements and crawl spaces. It's a company that actually started in 1958, so it's a little over 60 years old. It's made up of local franchises, and that's the part of the business that I own. And so we work in the Dayton, Columbus, and Chillicothe markets.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what makes you guys different if we, say, get a flood or something like that in our basement. Are you the ones to call to come out and help us?
Well, we come out and we actually have a service that comes in and installs an interior drainage system that would keep the basement from getting wet again.
Well, what sets you apart from other companies that does the same kind of thing?
Well, most companies are doing a technology that our founder actually patented back in the mid-'60s. We stopped using that method in 1986, even though it still meets every building code in the state of Ohio and frankly is being installed in virtually all new construction, because we found that it works, but it doesn't last. And so in 86, we had a patent for a process that we know that once it's installed, will keep that water from intruding into the living space for as long as the house is standing. When you start seeing those kinds of things, that's the time to get it addressed before you end up with something more catastrophic.
Yeah, definitely. Well, great information. Tell us how we can find out more information about Be Dry Waterproofing.
Just bedry.com. They'll take you to the national website, at which point one of the first things they'll prompt you to is what zip code do you live in or where the property's at. And then from that, it'll direct you to this office.
Wonderful. Again, Michael, thanks for being on the show, and thanks for sharing this wonderful information with us.
Oh, you're welcome, and thanks for coming out.
Would you like your business to make an appearance on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more.